Hello there, my Capricorns. How you doing, my goats? I hope you're totes, my goats. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Libra to full moon next, which is in Aries. I am your reader, Mark Angela Lyons, Mal for short, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. Welcome to my channel. If you're new subscribers, welcome back, and thank you so much for subscribing. I'm getting there little by little. I'm going to hit 1,000 and I'm going to start doing, I don't know about daily super live chats, but you know I'm fun. We'll have fun. We'll always have fun. So these reads are quickies. The last one I did from full moon to this new moon were extended because it was really needed. I felt with that Pisces moon going on there, we really needed to focus on the waning part. These, they're saying much quicker, particularly because well, a new moon is sun conjunct moon, so it's both sun and moon in Libra. So it's sort of already got that lightness of it. It already has that balance of it, that air sign. Things will make sense, balance themselves out, justice, temperance, all that. So let's get down to business. So what do I need read is not where am I, or where's my true love, or where's my money, or where's the beef. If you want to go back that far in commercial history, some of you know what I'm talking about. The millennials are like, what do you mean, where's the beef? Moving on. What do I need read is just like asking the divine, and I work with the divine, not just the spiritual. There's a difference between spiritual energy and divine energy. Divine energy is above the illusion of separation completely. So I'm a mystic in that way. So these are really, all the readings I do are mystical readings, because why? I'm not going just on my own intuition. That's the corridor. That's the hallway through which the guidance and grace of the angels, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved work through me. I'm a Virgo, Pisces moon. It's like, you could draw it out on a schematic, Capricorn. So what do you need? Let's see what you need. My angels, please, one card in clarity for this Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this new moon to full moon next. What do they need? Trust. Trust in who? Trust in what? We don't know. Only first card down. Which is why, you know, I'm keeping these quick so that you can go check out your other signs, right? So if you're a Capricorn Sun, but maybe you're an Aquarius Moon and a Pisces Rising, just because I went with the last three signs, then you can look them out and get little puzzle pieces. And also, I do recommend putting these in your watch later and checking them out later on in the month. Or it's not even the whole month, right? It's just for, so maybe, I don't know, a week from now, of course, depending on where you're watching this, right? Sometimes watching readings after the event has passed is interesting because you go, oh. So my gods, Persephone in particular, who sits in my throne of Capricorn, please. Yeah, if that was one card, I would have taken it, darling. You know I would have. Persephone, totem of Persephone, please. One card in clarity for this delightful Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Hardworking, Saturnian. Oh, we've got a flipper in there. I don't do flippers if I can catch it. Virgo. Please, one card in clarity for this divine, hardworking, Saturn-driven Capricorn. One card of clarity, please. What do they need for this new moon in Libra to full moon next in Aries? The learner. Just trust your learning. May not make sense right now. You might not be an expert at it. I know. But look, darlings, it's 8 of Pentacles. You're 2 away from the 10. Keep going. You're the learner. Maybe you're learning trust. Maybe you need to trust that you're learning. Lord knows I do. When I'm going through, I won't even call it hell. That's not in my mythology anymore. When I'm in the underworld, which is not hell, which is the interior world into the collective unconscious, it's hard. it's a hero's journey. You know, we're all heroes on the journey. The hero of the dream, as the Course of Miracles would call it. So, you know, be kind with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're getting a new moon here, a new moon, a waxing moon phase to really build your own sense of trust in the learning process, or learning how to trust. But we ain't done yet. 2 more cards. My masters, please. One card of clarity for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign. What do they need from this new moon in Libra to full moon next in Aries? What do they need? This one, middle of the deck. Manipulation. Now, immediately when we look at that word manipulation, because it's in the suit of problem, come on, camera, you give me a problem for it. Focus. Yeah, it don't wanna. We're gonna let it do what it wants. Oh, did it for a second. There we go. See, it says problem. Houston, you've got a problem card. You know, are you learning how to pull your own strings? There's a book called How to Pull Your Own Strings. I don't remember the author. It was written a long time ago. But maybe you're learning about a manipulation in a situation that you trusted, and you need to look at that. Now, the last card down, because really when it comes to manipulation, we've got such a thing of duality there. Just to know that nobody manipulates anybody who's centered and grounded in their own truth. Look, it's one thing. The word manipulation itself is neutral. I teach this in Witch Class, Cycle 1, Class 3. Intention is everything, right? If you have a headache and you take an aspirin, manipulation. If you're watching TV and you're seeing tragedies and horrors and you're blessing, that's manipulation. This doesn't necessarily feel that way, but then again, this is the Capricorn collective. This can play itself out in all sorts of ways. Are you learning, right? Are you learning how to trust in spite of manipulation? Because when you really have trust, not just in a higher power, but let's keep it in the eye, in your own higher self, which is what this deck is blessed for, these whispers of love, the fifth dimensional you that cannot be manipulated, because you need the illusion of separation. Manipulator and manipulatee, puppet master and puppet. And yet manipulating yourself to learn trust is a total different way, and that's why I think this is going to be very clarifying, so I will ask that in particular, please. The higher selves of all involved with this Capricorn collective sun, moon, rising sign, from this new moon to full moon next, what do they need? Considering they've got trust and the learner, the Eight of Pentacles, with manipulation, what do they need? Please, a clarifying voice, whisper of love. Treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Oh, all right. So if you are in a learning situation and what you are learning about is manipulation, that you're being manipulation, or perhaps you're manipulating somebody else, just trust that by treasuring them. What does it mean to treasure someone? What do we associate treasure with, if not value? Yes, usually financial value, but perhaps you have kept your treasure buried, right? Buried treasure. So it's this thing of learning how to connect physically, tangibly. What's going on in your body here? Can you trust that you are in a learning curve here, and that perhaps you are the one manipulating yourself, right? Perhaps you are manipulating yourself because of some, I won't say higher power, even though it sort of looks like that puppeteer is like above you there. And if that is your higher self, maybe that's part of the lesson too. There are a lot of maybes here, and I'm going to tell you why. All because of this card of manipulation, because it is in and of itself neutral. In the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, there's a card called Manipulation. But it's a very, very powerful card. It's the Six of Blades. It's about manipulating the mind for balance, right? And that's why, really, when you look at the word manipulation, if you're praying, if you're healing, whatever, what is you're doing on your Capricornian mountain goat path up the mountain, step by step, slow and steady wins the race. As long as it's for your own learning, as long as you get to treasure your loved ones, including yourself, then there is huge potential here for you to never be manipulated again. Perhaps by your own thoughts, perhaps by your own fears, your own ego. But with this saying, oh, and look at that drop coming down from heaven. And what is in the center of that drop? A planet, right? Mother Earth. And there you are in the hands of the divine, being protected, being guarded, and giving the time to treasure, to embrace in trust. And that certainly can break you from manipulation, even when you know someone's trying to manipulate you. The truth of who you are can't be manipulated. The truth of who you are is eternal, guiltless, sinless, invulnerable. Lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, the connective thread of your soul, weaving back from the original source, right? That's who you are. And that's a Capricornian path if ever I heard one. So my darlings, my Capricorns, I wish you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. This one was a little complicated and tricky. So go have a look at your other signs. And again, you might want to save this one for next week and maybe at the end at full moon. Cool, cool, cool. I wish you the very best and the very blessed. But for now, hail, farewell, and blessed be.